using OBS to record your yoga videos for better quality compared to Zoom. So if you are not on a Mac computer and you don't have QuickTime, which is what I have right here as an option, another great option for any kind of operating system is Open Broadcaster Software, or OBS, and it's free. So take me with you step by step and do the work with me to set this up, because it's not super user intuitive, or it's not easy. It's simple, but we need a few technical tips and tutorials. And sure, there's a lot of YouTube tutorials on this, but I'm going to run you through just with the simplest of basics for those of you who want to simply record your yoga classes with better quality using the same microphone and the same webcam that you're using for your Zoom classes. Now, this is on a computer, so it's for those of you who want better quality. All right. So on a Mac, I just use this QuickTime movie recording. I set my webcam and my microphone, and I push record and have it playing in the background as I'm on Zoom. And that does really well, but I'm not going to go into all those details because that's not what this is about. I'm giving you a secondary option for those who don't have a Mac computer, or if for some reason QuickTime doesn't work. There are some Mac computers who will stop recording at 12 minutes or 30 minutes, or it just freezes on them. So let's get into a different option. And to do that, you go to obsproject.com and get the free download. This is open source software, much like WordPress is, that it's free and completely safe to download. Tons of people have used this, and most people who use this software are gamers or people who live stream video games to different things, as you can see with what they're showing here. So go ahead and download based on what kind of operating system you have. I already have it downloaded on my Mac computer. It's going to be very similar for Windows as we get into the program. So you can pause here and go to obsproject.com and download. And then I will see you back after you do that. So again, do this step by step with me. Download it and get it onto your computer. Okay, once we have that done, I'm just like on here because I like this view of being face to face a little bit. You're going to open the program. And I already have some of the settings already set up, so we'll go through them. And when you have this program open, you also want to make sure your webcam is set up if you have one, and your microphone. So you want to have those plugged in so we can change those as settings, okay? Okay, so I'm going to exit out of my face here on QuickTime so we can focus in just on OBS. All right? So right now you see this black screen, and the view is really dark. I think in the past it used to be like a gray version, but now it's just really dark. That's fine. I just made this full screen so we can see what this is. I'm going to add my camera very soon, so you'll see my face again. Right now it's just black. And on the bottom you'll see this section called Scenes, a section called Sources, an audio mixer, and scene transitions and controls. We are not going to work with scene transitions, so I'm going to go ahead and just take that off. Can I delete it? Maybe I can't, but we're not doing scene transitions. So if you get a little confused like me, I'm going to go back up here to view and reset the UI, the user interface. So it's just going to reset to what we need. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is set up the scene. We only want and need one scene. I already have one up here, but if it's blank for you, hit the plus sign, and a scene is going to be, think of like a movie. You might have B-roll, and you might have like a slideshow, and then another scene, or different camera views and angles. So we just want the one. We're keeping it simple today. So you can add a scene and name it. Let's just add a scene, and I'm going to say webcam 1, and then I can delete this one. That's fine. Just so I have one. And you don't see anything on it yet because we have to add a source to that scene. So make sure this scene is highlighted. Go over to sources so we can choose our webcam. This plus button, choose video capture device. There's a lot of options here, but it's going to be video capture device, little camera icon. And here I'm going to name it as my Logitech Brio, which is the camera I have. And it's the camera I recommend too if you want better, high quality. And once you hit OK, you can choose the device. Now you have choices between your FaceTime camera or your internal webcam and anything that's plugged in as a camera. I'm gonna go Logitech Brio, and that's it. Hey, I'm back. Hey. And it might so happen that it's like half, like maybe it pops in just kind of tiny, but you take the corner and drag it all the way. So you could have it tiny. Let's say if you had a scene in the background that was a slideshow, this is another great way to record presentations or live stream presentations for webinars. If you wanted yourself, and you can put yourself anywhere, which is kind of fun. You can also take yourself off by hitting this little eye viewer. Okay, but we're gonna, again, let's keep it simple. I don't want to give you too many ideas here. Not gonna complicate this. So we just have one view, one scene, one straight on shot. That's it. So this is gonna be what we're doing. We also have to make sure our microphone is attached. Okay, so we got the webcam and the source of the webcam. And then we want to go over here to audio mixer. And I can't recall how to necessarily change this, but we're gonna go over to properties. So you can hit this little properties gear icon and choose a microphone, Logitech Brio, and then the mic or auxiliary, active sources only. So we're gonna go to properties, let's see. Oopsies. This should show you which microphone you want to use. There we go, USB audio. So you go over to, let's cancel that. So you go over the three dots in the audio mixer and you go properties. You can then choose which device you're using for your microphone. I have a couple microphones currently attached. My Yeti microphone is what I'm using right now on the screen recording. But for this recording, I'm going to choose USB audio, which is my Rode Wireless Go. It's plugged in through a USB, so it's not registering or picking up as Rode wireless microphone. It's picking up as a USB, which is the preferred method that I use for plugging in my microphone. So I want this to be my wireless microphone, the same one that I'm going to be using on Zoom, and hit OK. Now you have an option if you want to bring this down a little bit as far as the decibels or the volume level. Test it out and see what it's like. Now let's get into some other settings just to make sure our recording is good. We are not using this for streaming, live streaming on YouTube or Facebook or anywhere. This is just for the recording, okay? This is a tutorial for recording only. So you would have this, let's say once you start recording, you'll have this just in the background and then Zoom is in the foreground and you'll hit start record and get going, start recording. But there's a couple other settings we want to check on for this recording. So over on the right side, skipping over scene transitions, we're not ever transitioning, it's just one view, right? Okay, we go to settings on the controls panel. Go to settings, and there's a few general settings I want us to take a look at. So with general, I just keep things to the default. There's not really much I change on the general, although you could look through them, and if it applies, do what you need to do. We're not streaming, so we skip that one for now. Output is what I want us to take a look at for the recording. Scroll down, not the streaming, recording. So by default, the recording path is someplace else, kind of difficult to find, like in movies or some folder and folders. So either just choose your desktop or a folder on your desktop where all your movies go after they're done recording, to keep it very simple. I just have it go to my desktop because then I can just drag it into iMovie or someplace else for editing as needed and organize as I go. So I have it as desktop. Recording quality. You get to choose. You can play with this. Same as stream or high quality, medium file size, indistinguishable quality, and lossless quality. So these are three options for you if you want a little bit better. Maybe today I'm going to choose high quality rather than same as stream. Stream is usually the lowest quality, so let's say high quality. And by default, the recording format is set to, it's either FLV, mine was at MKV. Neither of those are one you want. You will want either MP4 or MOV. MP4 is a little bit smaller, but it's usable across all platforms as a video file. Same with a MOV file across all platforms as a movie file. So MP4 or MOV, pick one of those. And the other things we probably don't need. say same as stream. That's fine. Audio, I'm not going to change anything in here. Actually, I am. Mix auxiliary audio. I'm going to say USB audio is my mic, my microphone. So I'm going to set my microphone anywhere that I see setting of microphone. I'm going to say USB audio or my Rode Wireless Go, the one that I'm using. And then video, I don't need to change anything here. I think 30 frames per second is plenty. If you wanted super high quality, you could change it to 60. But we probably don't need that, okay? So 30 is fine, especially for yoga. We're moving a little slower. If you were super fast, speedy, you might want 60. It would double the file size, just so you're aware. We'll keep it at 30. And the rest of these settings, we don't necessarily have to do anything with them. It was mostly the output and the recording that I wanted you to change, because I'd hate for you to record an entire video and then have it be a file type that you're unable to use, okay? All right, so change any of those settings as needed and hit the OK button. And then we're back. And from there, we are now going to record and try it out. Okay, so it's just recording. Start recording and stop recording is on the side. So let's just pretend I was using this in the background. Got my microphone on, as I usually do, in the background of my morning movement and meditation class. Zoom is in the foreground. Let's start this. Welcome to Morning Movement and Meditation. My name is Ashley. We are going to get started. So let's head on back to our yoga mats and do some yoga. And I'm only going to be here for like a few seconds doing some poses just to see the quality and also to hear the quality as a demonstration. This is what I do frequently to see and test, is just come back and act like I was doing something to see the quality and make any adjustments. Right now my lighting is pretty poor, so if you see me getting a little bit blurry as I step back, it's really due to the lighting. I just have a window in front of me. I should probably add some more lighting. All right, that's it, and thank you for coming to class. Let us now stop the recording and see what happened. Okay, so after my class was done, I'd stop that recording and I'll go find it. I'm gonna go find it. So it is on my desktop right here, and it showed up as a .mp4, dated and timestamped as the title. I can always change that. I'm going to hit play. Welcome to Morning Movement and Meditation. My name is Ashley. We're going to get started. So let's head on back to the quality and also to hear the quality. It's really due to the lighting. I just have a window in front of me. I should probably... That's actually really good. All right. I love it. So I would probably adjust with some lighting in this space. This is really just a space I do face videos. And that sounded great. Now the audio does sound a little bit tinny, and it could be because it's stream quality. It doesn't matter that much. But that's it. I hope that helps. So take this step by step. Go ahead and try it for yourself. Download OBS at obsproject.com. Add your webcam scene. Add the source of your webcam, and then edit the properties of your audio, of your microphone. Go into settings and change any of the settings we talked about. And then you can start recording. And this is on any device. And if you want to get even more fancy with different presentations, different scenes, different cuts, different transitions, there are plenty of YouTube videos to teach you all of those methods. It can get really fun. You can really get your creative juices flowing. But for now, this is a way to record your videos in higher quality for free on any type of computer.